Syntax-directed translation can take two different forms. One is using a syntax-directed definition, and the other is using a syntax-directed translation scheme. And there are two different things. So syntax-directed definition, we're going to have a series of semantic rules. So when we exercise a production, so for example, this production gets used when we create this expression here. We are going to use this rule to set the attribute t of the expression node, so the attribute t. And so it's all attribute based. And in a translation scheme, on the other hand, instead of setting an attribute, we're going to actually do stuff. We're going to do an action. So here all the actions are prints. They don't necessarily have to be. They can be other things, arbitrary code. And you can see that the nodes here don't have that attribute t, and they do often have an action associated with them. And that makes a translation scheme a little bit more powerful, but a little bit more complicated. The other thing a translation scheme buys us over the definition is ordering. So in a syntax-directed definition, the semantic rule is going to get exercised after the production occurs and the new node gets created, so we can set that attribute, and then we do all of that. And so it's always at the end. Whereas in a scheme, we can put the actions wherever we want. We could take, say, this action here and put it here, so that we would evaluate the expression 1, and then we'd run the action, and then we'd do the rest of the production. And that's going to have an effect on where that action appears in the tree. So for example, if we did move that one that I noted, this print here would get moved over to here.